I love Borderlands, right? It's probably my second favorite franchise. I've played Borderlands 1. I've played Borderlands 2. I've played Borderlands the pre-sequel, and I've played Borderlands 3. And now I've played Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. But we'll get there in just a second. The thing that made Borderlands great is that it was an escape, right? It was different from any other video game. I could get tired of anything. Mario could fail. BioShock could fail. Borderlands never failed. It didn't. It always hit the sweet spot. The spot it was supposed to hit. And now you might be thinking to yourself, well, Cream, you're an old man. You're a dying race. Well, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't have games made for me that aren't just boomer shooters. What I'm trying to say is I went into this game loving Borderlands, and I came out the other side still loving Borderlands. But I'll tell you what I don't love. Fucking Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It's awful. It sucks. It's not fun. It's not. So there is this aspect in the game, right? Because it's kind of based off of D&D. Kind of. Loosely. Sort of. Thematically. And some of the mechanics are sort of reskinned to look like D&D. But it's not. And as someone who loves playing D&D and loves playing Borderlands, I figured it would be right up my alley. So I get into it, right? And you know, narratively, it's kind of childish, but I love it. It appeals to me in some stupid, cringy way. And I continue playing it, and I continue playing it, and I continue playing it, and eventually, the cracks start to show. At some point, it tells me I need to go and grind, right? And I'm like, okay, well, it's a D&D game. Grinding's gonna be a thing. I'm no stranger to grinding in video games. And I start grinding. And after about 5 hours of grinding, something really starts to sink in. All of the enemies in the game level with you as you level. And so all of the effort put into this felt like it was for nothing, right? If I'm still getting one shot near the end game by an enemy I've killed thousands of, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, it's dumb, it should not exist. It shouldn't work like that. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. And I don't think I can express how much I hate it in a proper condensed amount of time. It's just bad. It's real bad. Do not play it. Like, and I know what I'm gonna get back in the comments. If I get any comments, it's gonna be it was made during the pandemic. It was the best they could do. We had some great games made during the pandemic. We had some great games made during it. Can I name you any off the top of my head? No, but they exist. They exist. And it's this level of quality that has been presented by Borderlands. Also, it's just not here, but also was presented, right, as a Borderlands spin-off. And Borderlands games are not unknown to jank or unknown to balance issues or unknown to this or unknown to that. There's some bad pieces to them, but by a year in, it's usually fixed. And Tiny Tina's been out for close to a year now, and a lot of those same issues that were there at launch are there now, and it's just awful. You have to find lucky dice if you want good loot. I found so many dice. I went around collecting them like a sweaty, overweight. It just oh, it was awful. I hated it. And then the boss fights were just uninspired, just not fun, not cool. There was maybe one cool boss fight. Best character is 3 Bones Three Bones, his whole storyline. There's a side quest where you can go down that. That was the best part of the game. Also destroying the ocean. Fuck turtles. You heard it here first. But yeah. The skeleton pirate storyline, fantastic. Loved it. Loved it. It was great. It was awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna go scream in a mirror. About the fact that I couldn't get loot that was... I used my starting weapon all the way through the game because I couldn't find anything. This game